My mother, Eleanor, is the kindest woman you'll ever meet, gentle, patient, and always putting others before herself. But even she has a breaking point. And my brother's wife, Jessica, managed to push her past it. My brother, Michael, and Jessica both work and have a 4-year-old son, Ethan. Because of their busy schedules, Michael often drops Ethan off at our parents' house on the weekends. When he's free, he picks Ethan up himself, but when he has to work, Jessica asks my parents to come get him. Strangely, every time we arrive to pick Ethan up, Jessica never comes outside. It's always just Ethan standing at the door, waiting. When Michael is home, he greets us warmly, but Jessica remains invisible. And when Michael isn't around, Jessica simply texts, "I've unlocked the door. Just leave him at the entrance." It's as if we are nothing more than a babysitting service to her. At first, my father, Daniel, brushed it off, saying she probably didn't mean any harm. But I could see the way my mother's smile grew forced over time. Unlike my parents, I couldn't ignore Jessica's rudeness. As someone who is also married, though my husband is often away on business trips, I understand the exhaustion that comes with balancing life and responsibilities. But no matter how tired I am, I always show gratitude when someone helps me. Jessica, on the other hand, acted as if saying thank you was beneath her. Then came the day Ethan had a fever, and the daycare called my mother to pick him up. Even in that situation, Jessica never said a word of thanks. Frustrated, I complained to my mother, asking why Jessica was so dismissive. My mother simply sighed and said, maybe she thinks she'd lose if she showed gratitude. That baffled me, but I let it go, for the time being. The final straw came on New Year's Day. In the past, we always gathered at our parents' house to celebrate. But Jessica never helped with preparations. Instead, she would sit on the couch, scrolling through her phone, barely acknowledging anyone. A few years ago, my sister, Charlotte, finally had enough. She confronted Jessica, and since then, our family gatherings have been held at a hotel restaurant to avoid further tension. This particular New Year's gathering, however, was different. I attempted to break the ice by asking Jessica for parenting advice, assuming she'd have some wisdom to share as a mother. Instead, she smirked and said, "Why are you asking me? Don't you have friends?" My husband, Alex, was furious. "She's still young, so most of her friends don't have kids yet," he retorted. Jessica's expression darkened. "She's 8 years older than me," and Alex's comment clearly stung. The atmosphere turned ice cold, but the real shock came next. My mother, who had remained composed through all of Jessica's past behavior, quietly placed her chopsticks down and said, "I can't take this anymore." Jessica blinked in confusion, but my mother didn't stop. "I've had enough of your inconsideration. I will no longer take care of Ethan. And since you clearly have no respect for us, I expect you and Michael to repay the $250,000 we lent you for your house, immediately." Jessica's face turned red with fury. "What did I do?" she demanded. Michael, who had arrived just in time to witness the scene, quickly apologized to our mother, but she refused to back down. My father, usually indifferent to drama, remained silent. I actually felt a little sorry for Michael. Later, when I asked him why Jessica wouldn't just apologize, he admitted, "She never says sorry or thanks anyone, no matter what happens." Even after this, Jessica had the audacity to drop Ethan off at our parents' house unannounced. My mother, already pushed past her limit, exploded in anger. The situation escalated beyond repair. Michael, furious at Jessica's actions, eventually moved back into our parents' home with Ethan. Strangely, Ethan never asked about his mother. When I asked why, he simply said, "Mom was always on her phone." She never listened when I talked. I don't want to see her anymore." Hearing this, my mother finally broke down. I had never seen her this upset. She confronted Michael, demanding to know how things had gotten this bad. Michael, visibly drained, began contemplating divorce. It turns out, Jessica had been cheating. That was the final nail in the coffin. Michael, devastated but determined, finally separated from her. Now, he focuses on raising Ethan, and our family is at peace again. As for Jessica, I have no idea what she's doing, and honestly, I don't care. Our family has finally found happiness without her toxic presence. And on a personal note, I'm nearing my due date, about to welcome my own child into the world. Looking back, I realize peace is the most valuable thing of all. Thank you for watching today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories like this. See you next time.